Hello and welcome back to Zootastic. I'm Mark and I'm absolutely thrilled to take you on another journey into the fascinating world of our amazing animal residents today. And today we're mentally traveling to the dusty, rocky landscapes of Australia, or rather we're visiting one of the most unique and tough reptiles right here at the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany. Hold on tight, it's going to be scaly, it's going to be spiky, and definitely a master of passive defense. And we're talking about Stoke's Skink. With its heavily armored body, its rugged appearance, and a surprisingly gentle nature, it's a real standout among lizards. But what exactly makes this spiky skink so unique and its life so special? So let's take a closer look. The Stoke skink is a truly impressive reptile. It's a relatively large, heavy-bodied skink with a stocky build and a length of up to 30 centimeters, or about 12 inches for my American friends, for example. Its most striking feature is its short, flattened and spiny tail, which is covered in tough, pointed scales. And this tail looks like a medieval mace and its most important tool for survival. The rest of its body is also covered in strong keel scales that give it a heavily armored appearance, almost like a miniature dragon. Its coloration ranges from a mottled olive to reddish brown, often with lighter spots, which provides excellent camouflage among the rocks and trees of its home. Its face has a certain gentle quality to it, which is surprising for an animal that looks so fierce. And these fascinating reptiles come from the arid and semi-arid regions of Australia. They live in rocky outcrops, grasslands and woodlands in parts of New South Wales, South Australia, Queensland and Western Australia. They are diurnal, meaning they are active during the day and they spend their time basking in the sun and foraging for food. Instead of digging burrows, they seek shelter in rock crevices, under logs or in tree hollows. They are perfectly adapted to their rugged environment. Imagine them wedging themselves into a narrow rock crack. That's an unforgettable sight that reflects the resilience of the Australian outback. But how do these surprisingly social animals actually live together, and what makes their way of life so special? And this is one of the most fascinating characteristics of the Stoke skink. Unlike many other lizards, which are solitary, Stoke skinks are highly social and live in stable family groups. And these groups or aggregations can consist of up to 17 closely related individuals and will share the same rock crevice or hollow log. And in the video you can see that we have had babies not that long ago, so this group is not so small either. And this social structure is extremely rare among reptiles and is more reminiscent of mammals or birds. The young often stay with the parents for several years before venturing out on their own. And this communal living offers many advantages, such as better protection from predators and improved thermal regulation. When they huddle together, they can keep each other warm during cool nights. And a truly super interesting fact about the Stoke skink is its unique defense mechanism. When a skink feels threatened, it doesn't run far. Instead, it quickly ducks into a rock crevice or hollow log, and then it uses its powerful body to wedge itself in, blocking the entrance with its spiny tail. The spines make it incredibly difficult for a predator to grab and pull it out. It essentially turns its own body into an impassable fortress or a living roadblock. And this clever strategy allows it to defend itself without being aggressive. It's quite fascinating how a skink can turn its most unique physical feature into a key survival tool. But what do these armored lizards actually eat? The Stoke skink is an omnivore, meaning its diet consists of both plants and animals. They forage for leaves, flowers and fruits, but they also eat a variety of invertebrates like beetles, spiders and grasshoppers. Interestingly, their diet can change with age. Juveniles tend to eat more insects, while adults consume a higher proportion of plant matter. This dietary flexibility helps them survive in an environment where food availability can change with the seasons. At the Allwetter Zoo Muenster here in Germany, our Stoke skinks naturally receive a diet specifically tailored to their needs, consisting of a mix of fresh vegetables, fruits, and of course a variety of insects. And this not only keeps them healthy, but also mimics their natural diet as closely as possible. Unfortunately, the Stoke skink also faces some challenges in its natural habitat. While the species as a whole is listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List, that's the International Union for Conservation of Nature, some subspecies and local populations are under threat. The main threats are the loss of their habitat through land clearing and farming, as well as predation by feral animals like cats and foxes. Their social nature and reliance on specific rock crevices make them particularly vulnerable when their habitat is fragmented. And zoological gardens like the Allwetterzoo Muenster offer us the opportunity to experience these impressive animals up close. And they help us to learn about, or much more about, the unique biodiversity of Australia and to understand why the protection of these special reptiles is so important. In the zoo, you can observe the skinks in a terrarium that mimics their rocky home with many crevices and hiding places, located in our aquarium, by the way. So just spend some time in front of the enclosure, and since they are diurnal, you have a good chance of seeing them basking in the sun on a rock or cautiously moving around, and that's why it was quite easy for me to film them as well. It's incredibly exciting and fascinating at the same time to observe these social lizards. And it's quite nice to especially see the young ones now moving around, while the older are more lying in the sun, so to speak. So it's really nice. But that's it already for today on Zootastic from the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany, and I hope you enjoyed this little dive into the life of the Stoke skink. I'm always fascinated to watch them. And I look forward to welcoming you again next time. See you soon and stay animalistically curious.